An S Daily Notes. I'm an S. Therefore I am. Sometimes I stand. Sometimes I walk. Mostly I just stare. My best ponderings, thinking about the meaning of hay and alfalfa. I've got big eyes and long lash. My dignity and calm are captivating. Charismatic even, but what's the use if there's no other to be smitten by me? One of the things that helps us donkeys forget life's absurd repetition and routine is watching the goats. They're full of life, avant-garde, the intellectuals of the flock. The tastiest leaves are for the goats. Have you seen how far they stretch just to get a few crisp, fresh leaves? Maybe they're not really curious or fearless. Maybe they're just hungry, and all that curiosity is just a cover for pure gluttony. Truth, like a coin, always has two sides. Like a sword with two edges, just like me, I have conflicting feelings. Sometimes, the goat's efforts just make me feel even more empty. These are the descendants of the same goats humans first domesticated thousands of years ago. Humans quickly realized these energetic creatures, besides meat and milk, could be amazing lawnmowers. Civilizations were built on the backs of goats and us donkeys. But humans have never really given us donkeys enough credit in their history books. And these sheep, unlike the goats, sheep always keep their heads buried in the grass. If a meteor hit the earth, they wouldn't even notice. Oh, peaceful, obedient sheep. Noble slaves, servants, and subjects, a bit naive too. These are the ones poems have been written about and metaphors have been made from. The silent flock, the head-down sheep. You know, the history of sheep domestication is even older than goats. Their ancestors came from the mountains of Central Asia. Thousands of years ago, humans figured out how warm and useful these creatures' wool was. And from that day on, their lives got tied to the shepherd. The guard dog, and the butcher's knife. Good for them that they're oblivious. This obliviousness is a blessing not every creature gets. The respectable guard dogs are multitaskers. Sometimes they protect the flock from the crazy ideas of those avant-garde, anarchist goats. Other times, the dogs just nap like furry bullets, and the puppies are always wrestling. Once, I heard an old dog say he dreamed his whole life of chasing squirrels. They're the four-legged bodyguards of the flock, loyal, dutiful, always on alert. Thousands of years ago, when humans were still living in caves. These dogs were the ones who made the first pact with humans. They hunted, they guarded, and in return, they got pieces of meat and the warmth of the fire. But our God, our shepherd. I've seen various hired shepherds. This year, our God is young. He's got an interesting personality. He has a very strange ritual. He always tries to gather us around him. Then he sits down right in the middle of us, basically hiding. He seems to have a secret rendezvous with something very small and very interesting in his pocket. He gets quiet, a little dazed and distracted, and sometimes a bit grumpy. The thing that smokes and the deep breaths he holds make us think he's got some kind of human snack he doesn't want to share with us. It's probably super delicious. If only he'd give a little of that grass to the goats, they'd tell the shepherd all of history's secrets. It's me, though I'm quite modest. This flock, these fluffy four-legged creatures. It's the same routine every single day. Every morning, the Gray's button in their brains turns on, and every night, they turn off in the barn. The cycle repeats. Just like you, clutching your office bag on the subway seat between your hands. Big numbers and even bigger stomachs. Did you know there are more farm animals in the world than humans? Yep, you humans are in the minority. We've got billions of cows, sheep, goats, chickens, and pigs. It's like Earth has become one giant barn. Well, obviously, all these big-bellied animals need a lot of water, land, and food. It's not free, you know. 40% of all global agriculture is for livestock. That's a huge chunk of your lives connected to their bellies. 1.3 billion people make their living from this. So yeah, the story's more serious than you think. Environmental hoof prints and epic burps. Livestock farming produces between 12% and 19.6% of all greenhouse gases. That means cow burps are even more dangerous than car exhausts. Most of the methane from cows comes from their burps. Methane warms the earth 28 to 34 times more powerfully than CO2. So next time you see a cow, show some respect to its burp. Nitrous oxide from animal manure is 265 times stronger than CO2. That means innocent-looking manure can be a ticking time bomb. %30 of the world's land is used for livestock. Basically, a third of the planet has become a cow and sheep cafeteria. %41% of rainforests are destroyed for cow pastures. So, a juicy burger can literally destroy a monkey's home. 55% of the world's water is used for livestock. Cows and sheep get really thirsty. Okay. Producing 1 kilogram of meat needs 5 to 20 times more water than 1 kilogram of grains. Wish cows showered less. Animal waste pollutes water, so cows can turn rivers into algae land too. A critique of you smart humans approaches. Farming went from a small, cute little farm to a giant factory. Animals don't have names anymore, just numbers. The goal is just maximum production, with minimum cost. Doesn't matter what the animals go through, as long as more sausages are made. Solutions and hope use a little brain power. Regenerative grazing, rotate the sheep. This way, the flock's happier, and the land gets to breathe. Add seaweed to cow feed to cut down on methane burps. Maybe we should call it Burp Champion. Give them alternative feeds, waste, insects yum. Or plants, so maybe one day, cows will be insect eaters too. Integrated farming, combine livestock and crops. Let cows fertilize the land too, not just themselves. Precision farming, use technology to keep an eye on everything. So, cows are going to get smart too. The most important solution, eat less meat, especially red meat. Maybe one day, a veggie burger will be more popular than a real one. Set higher standards for our welfare as animals. We have lives, we have a right to live, even if one day we become your dinner. Never mind, I'm still in, therefore I am.